Hey guys, welcome back to part 3 for this tutorial on how to build this Italian Mediterranean style house. Here in this one we're going to be doing all of the landscaping around the house, and we're also going to do the first half of the interior. So first I went ahead and gathered up all the blocks we're going to be using for the rest of the outside. So be sure to grab the decorated pot, the flower pot, the dead bush, any leaves of your choice, some barrels, hay bales, stone bricks, gravel, dirt path, coarse dirt, granite, some spruce fences, iron bars, dark oak slab, lantern, smooth sandstone, chiseled sandstone, cut sandstone, and cut sandstone slabs, and then some dark oak trapdoors. First, let's start with the decorated pot, right here on the front porch. We're going to have one in each corner. And then grab the flower pot. I'm just going to crouch and place this within the decorated pot. And then within that flower pot, we're going to have the dead bush. And then above that, we'll have some leaves. I'm going to head towards the back, to the back porch. And we're going to have another one in each corner here where this doorway is. Now let's head back up towards the front, and we're going to start marking out where the fence is going to be. So just make sure you have all of these items within your quick access inventory, because this is everything we're going to be using for the fence. So I'm going to head on over here towards the right side, and with the smooth sandstone block, I'm just going to place one right here up against the house. I'm going to skip over 2, so we're on the third block, have another, skip over 2, have another one here, skip over 2, and have one more right here. So we have a total of 4, and they're all 2 spaces apart. Now let's head on over in that direction. So we're going to skip over 7 spaces, and you just want to make sure you're then on the 8th block. So go ahead and place a block of the smooth sandstone here. It should also be lined up at the corner of the house. So you're just left with 7 spaces here. Now, let's continue on, skip over 4, so you're now on the 5th block, place one here, we're going to skip over 1, have one here, skip over 3, have another one, skip over 1, and then skip over 4 again, another block here, skip over 1, place 1, skip over 5, and then place one here, and then skip over 1, and place one more, and we're just going to have one more right here up against the house. So this is what we're left with. Now on top of all those blocks, we're going to have a block of the chiseled sandstone. And now on top of all of that, let's grab the cut sandstone slab and place it on these 3 here. This corner one is going to be a full block of the cut sandstone. We're going to do the same for this block here. And then here, we're going to have another slab. And then a full block. Another full block. And a slab. Another slab here. And then another full block. And another one. And then left off with 2 more slabs. Now let's grab the iron bars. I'll just head on over here to the left side first. And we're going to be placing 2 layers in height. You just want to fill in pretty much in between all of these pillars, but there's going to be some spaces that are left open. So right here as well. This here is a little opening, basically like a gate that can open. So we're just going to place these on each side. And then let's bring them in by 1 more. And then we could curve them out. So now it's just a little gate right here. And if you are building this in a survival world, then you could just have a regular Minecraft gate here so that nothing can walk just through. But this is just more for decoration if you're building this in a creative world. This space here is going to be completely filled in. Same with these 4 spaces. And then this space here. And now we have another opening that we're going to have here, so we can just place it on each side and curve them out. We could fill in this space. this space here. And then we have the garage opening. So I'm going to go ahead and place 2 on each side. And then I'll curve them out. I think that's good. And then we'll fill in this entire side over here. And now you can switch to the dark oak trapdoors. We're going to be placing these on top of all the fences. You just want to leave all the ones that are open as they are. We're not going to have any trapdoors on top of those. So there we go. We have the fence marked out here for the front side of the house. Now let's head on towards the back side. And we're going to be doing the same thing back here. So now back to the smooth sandstone. We'll head on over here towards this right side, right next to where this porch is. We're just going to place 1 block here. Skip over 2. Place 1. Skip over 2. Place 1. Skip over 2. And place 1 more. So we have a total of 4. Now we're going to start working our way over in that direction. So we're going to skip over another 2, place 1, and then skip over 1, place 1, skip over 2, place 1, and then skip over 1, and place 1. And now we're going to continue skipping over 2 and placing 1, all the way until we're 1 block further than this pillar here. So there we go, we're just 1 block further than that pillar, so everything worked out the way it should be. Now back where we left off, we're going to start working our way towards the house. So we're going to skip over 2, place 1, skip over another 2, and place 1. And now back towards the left again, so skip over 2, place 1, skip over 2, and place 1. So now you should be lined up here at the edge of the house on this side. We're going to skip over another 2. Place 1, skip over 1, place 1, and then skip over 4, place 1 here, skip over 1, have another, and then skip over 2, and have 1 more right up against the house. And now on top of all of those blocks, we're going to have a block of the chiseled sandstone. And now let's grab the slab. We'll place this on top of pretty much all of them. So we have all of these right here, this first 5. This one here is going to be a full block. We're going to do the same for this one. And then back to the slabs. And then once you get on over to this side, this one here is going to have a full block, as well as this one, and then the slabs again. So where the space of 4 is going to be a little opening that you could get in and out of. So we have the 2 full blocks here to indicate that. And then over on this side, we have another opening that's going to be right here. So we have the 2 full blocks there. And now let's grab the iron bars. Let's go ahead and do the opening here. So I'm just going to have 2 like that. And then curve it out, and that's it for this space. We'll head on over to the space of 4, and we'll have 2 on each side, and then we'll curve it out. And now everywhere else is just going to be completely filled in with the iron bars. And then after you fill it all in, you can then go through with the dark oak trapdoors and place them on top of all these iron bars. So there we go, we have the iron bars and the trapdoors, left this opening as it is, went all the way around, and we left this opening as it is. So now we have the fence marked out for both the front and backyard. So now with the dark oak slabs and the lantern, we're going to do the same thing that we did here for this light source. We're going to have it where each of the openings are. So with the slab, we're going to place it at the bottom of the full block at the top, on each side, and then we could just have a lantern below that. I'll head on over here to this opening and do the same thing. And now let's go to the front yard and do it here as well. And there we go. And now for both the front and backyard, we're going to be sure to delete the first layer of the blocks, all within the fence that we just marked out, so all of these blocks here. We want to be sure to also delete the layer right underneath the fence as well. And we're also going to be doing that here for the backyard too, so all of these blocks, just all this first layer, as well as the blocks right below the fence. So I cleared out that first layer here for the backyard, so this is what it should be looking like. And now let's head on towards the front and do the same thing. And now I cleared out that first layer here for the front yard. Now you can see I have the coarse dirt, the granite, the gravel, the stone bricks, and the dirt path, and I'm just going to have a mixed up pattern between all of these blocks. I'll go ahead and show you how I did it over here at the original build, so you can get an idea of what I did over here. Not too many granite blocks, just a single block here and there, and then we have all of the other blocks. And just remember with the dirt path, you can't really have it underneath any of the fence and stuff, because it's just going to turn into a regular grass block. But anyway, this is what it's going to be looking like for both the front and the backyard. I went ahead and filled in all those blocks for both the front and backyard, so it's looking a little something like this. And then let's look at the front yard as well, pretty much just the same thing. And now I have the hay bales and the barrels, and I'm just going to add a few of these as a little extra decoration. So maybe right here next to the garage, we could add a few of these barrels. So a little something like that. Over on this side, I'll have some of the hay bales. I think that is fine. Or how about we go ahead and... there we go. I'll leave it like that. And now, let's go to the back side, do the same thing. So maybe a few of the barrels right here. I think that's fine. And then some of the hay bales. How about over here in this corner? Something like that. And then maybe a few more right here. And now I'm going to go through and clear out the remaining concrete blocks that we used to mark out the plot. So all I'm doing is pretty much just cleaning up around the outside now. So I just finished going through and cleaning up the rest of that concrete around the edge of the build. And now there's going to be one final thing I'm going to do here for the outside, and that is going to be the trees that I placed along the sides of the house. I didn't really include this as part of the actual build, it's just a little extra decoration that I had, but I will be sure to still show you how to do those trees in case you are curious. So I have the spruce fences and the leaves. This is what we're going to be using for the trees. They're going to be very simple. So I'll just start over here at this right side. I'm going to look at the fence, and I just want to make sure I'm at least maybe like a few blocks away from it, so I'm on this 4th block. And then let's be sure that we have 3 more spaces remaining here, so we're going to be on this 4th block. And I'm going to place 2 of the spruce fences, and then we have the leaves. I'm just going to bring it up maybe by 12 in height. You can make it as tall as you want though. So just straight up like that. And now on each side, we're going to start down at the bottom, leave one block of the leaves, and just bring it straight up. So we're just adding an extra layer on every side. So we have that first tree. And now I'm going to go down here, work my way towards the back, and I'm going to skip over 12 spaces. So you now want to be on the 13th block. We'll mark out another tree right here, so I'll just leave it with the fences for now. And now let's continue working our way towards the back. I'm going to skip over another 11. So now on the 12th block, we're going to have another tree right here. And now starting right here, we're going to go towards the back and skip over another 12. So now on the 13th block, we're going to have another tree right here. And you can see we're left with another 3 spaces until we line up with the fence here at the backside. So I just wanted to try to even it all out as best as I could. So now we're going to do the same design that we did for that first tree. So I have this side all done. Very simple, not really too much to it. I'm going to head on over to the other side and do the same thing. I also do want to make sure we're lined up with the trees on this side. So just go straight across, make sure we're lined up with that first tree. All the way over to here. We want to leave the 3 spaces away, so we're on the 4th block. So we're going to have a tree right here. So we're just going to skip over 12, and then 11, and then 12 again. And there we go. I now have the trees over here at the left side of the house. So the entire exterior of the house is fully complete. Now we're going to head on to the interior. So when it comes to the interior for this video, I'm just going to be filling in all the floors and marking out where all the walls are. So basically just doing the layout. So I went ahead and gathered up all the blocks we're going to be using for that. So I have the stripped dark oak wood, the stripped dark oak log, the dark oak planks, dark oak stairs, dark oak trapdoors, and dark oak fences, and then some smooth sandstone, chiseled sandstone, smooth sandstone stairs, spruce planks, stairs, slabs, and trapdoors, and then some levers, chains, lanterns, andesite wall, polished andesite, polished granite, regular granite, and then some brick blocks, granite stairs, brick stairs, and some iron trapdoors. So let's go on the inside and we'll flip around and look at this front door. We're going to start with the sandstone blocks. So we're just going to add an extra layer of the wall around the edge of the door. So I have the block of the smooth sandstone at the bottom, the chiseled sandstone on top of that, and then 3 more layers of the smooth. And we'll bring it across the top. Now switch to the dark oak stairs. I'm going to have one in each corner. And then a dark oak trapdoor at the top in the middle. And then dark oak trapdoors just 3 layers below the stairs. Now let's go towards the left. We're going to add an extra layer of the wall right here. So just the smooth sandstone, the chiseled, and 3 more layers of the smooth. And then we have this corner part right here. We're going to go ahead and clear this out. So we could just bring this all the way up. Just remove this entire corner. And now, let's switch to the stripped dark oak log. We're going to line up right here at the edge. We're going to go all the way down to the bottom and just bring up a pillar of 6. And now right here in the corner, we're going to do the same thing. So let's be sure to delete this block of the sandstone down here as well. And have a pillar of the 6 logs. And now let's go on over to this side, so just 1 block further than the edge of the window, and have another pillar of 6. So we're going to skip over 4 spaces away from this pillar in that direction. So just the 4 spaces here. So you now want to be on this block right here at the corner of this wall. We're going to bring this up by 6 as well. And now, all the way here in this corner, we're going to have another pillar of 6. So these should now be left with 3 spaces here. And then we're going to skip over another 4. So we're going to be right here on this corner. So we have a total of 6 pillars here. Let's head on over here into this room. This is where the garage is. So on this side, we're going to be sure to add an extra layer of the wall. So make sure you have the smooth sandstone. And we'll bring this over until we're 1 block further than this pillar. So we have the first layer down here. So just 6 like that going out. We're going to skip over 2 here and have another 2. Fill in the remaining space there. We're going to swap out all of these regular sandstone blocks with the smooth sandstone. And now on top of all of these blocks here, let's add an additional layer of the smooth. And then after that will be the layer of the chiseled. And then we have 3 more layers of the smooth. We'll be sure to fill in this space here as well, and then go across the top above all the windows. And then we have this space, so we have the smooth, the chiseled, and the smooth again. And then the remaining strip here, and above the garage door. So, we now have all the walls filled in here for the garage. Let's look at this opening here, which is where the doorway is going to be. We just want to make sure to leave 4 blocks. So the final 2 blocks we're going to fill in. And then grab the dark oak stairs. We'll place 1 upside down on each side. And then below those will be the dark oak trapdoors. Now in between the doorway right here where these 2 spaces are, you can switch to the stripped dark oak log. Delete these blocks and replace them. And now all the other blocks of grass right here, let's go ahead and clear out. So just the first layer. And now all these floors are going to be replaced with some brick blocks, granite stairs, brick stairs, and granite blocks. So just a mixed up pattern, just like how we did it for the front porch here. So there we go, I have the floors filled in here for the garage. What we can now do is just get rid of the regular brick blocks, the granite stairs, and the brick stairs, because we will not be using them anymore. And now let's switch to the spruce slabs. We're also going to need the spruce stairs and the iron trapdoors. Real quick, I do want to actually replace the strip of the smooth sandstone with some dark oak planks, because it'll just give this a bit of a cleaner look. So now we're going to add the ceilings with the spruce slabs. So just at the top edge of all the blocks here, you can fill all of this in. There we go. And now let's add the little rail system here, which the garage door would usually go up along when it opens. So how about we replace this slab here with a spruce stair. And then how about just another spruce stair right around here. And now below all of that, I'm going to add some iron trapdoors. I'll just make it 6 blocks in length. Just like that, very simple. Not really too much to it. And now let's get rid of the iron trapdoors. We're not going to need those anymore. Let's be sure to grab the lantern, the chain, and the lever, so that we have a light source in here. So I'll just have the lever up here pointing down. Be sure to crouch and have the chain, and then the lantern. And now, that is going to be it here for the garage. Not really much going on in here. Let's head on into this space next. This is where the dining room is going to be. So, make sure you have the stripped dark oak logs again. We're going to go over here from the corner of this pillar, and just bring up another pillar of 6. So you should now be left with 5 spaces right here in between these 2 pillars. We're going to flip around facing this direction, grab the spruce stairs, and have a little step right here. And now we could clear out this first layer of all these grass blocks within the space here. So just all of the grass that you see, you don't have to worry about this strip right here, right below the wall. But pretty much everywhere else we're going to go ahead and remove. There we go. While we're at it, let's just go ahead and grab the smooth sandstone and fill in this space here. We'll do it for this little space here as well. So now it's just all nice and cleaned up. You can now see exactly where we're going to be filling in all the floors. So you can switch to the dark oak planks and fill all of this in. So this is the dining room space. You can see a little bit of the regular sandstone here, but once we do the furnishings, that'll be covered up. But anyway, this is the dining room. Now let's do the ceiling in here. So let's be sure to grab the spruce slabs. We'll be at the top edge of all these blocks that we have right here. So we're going to be at the block right above where the window is. We're going to place a layer of the slabs right there. Go ahead and bring it across over here. Pretty much just wrapping all the way around. Bring this side straight across, back over to where we started. So we just have a rectangular shape like that. Now you can switch to the stripped dark oak log. We'll look at this window. We're going to be right above the right side of it. You could delete this slab. Replace it with the logs, just going straight across to the other side. We'll delete this slab as well. So we have a beam right here. And then switch back to the spruce slabs. We'll line up where this pillar is and where the block to the right is. And just fill in these 2 spaces where the slabs are. And then you can see we have all this other space open. That is where the floors for the second floor are going to be. But we'll just leave it as it is for now. Let's look over here. We're going to have an opening which leads on into this kitchen. So make sure you have the stripped dark oak logs. We'll look at this pillar all the way down at the bottom. And we'll bring over 6 blocks of these logs. Now, make sure you have the stripped dark oak wood. We're going to skip over these 2 spaces. Have a block of the wood right there. And now on top of that, we'll have the andesite wall. And then on top of that, we'll have the dark oak fence. And now switch back to the stripped dark oak log. We'll go right on top of the final block over here and bring up a pillar of 5. And then we'll go out from the corner of that, so right here, and have another pillar of 6, so it matches up to the same height. Now above the fence, switch back to the stripped dark oak wood. We're going to have that right on top of it. And now back to the stripped dark oak logs. We're going to go straight across the top and fill this in. And then grab the dark oak stairs. We're going to have one in each corner. Then the dark oak trapdoor, where that remaining space is at the top. And then another trapdoor below each of the stairs. Now let's flip around and look at this side where we first started. Right here where this layer is, we're going to clear this corner out just like how we did it for this side. So we'll just start all the way down at the bottom and bring this all the way up. And right here at the entrance, we have this strip of the sandstone blocks. Let's go ahead and remove this and replace it with some granite. And we will also need a couple more of the brick blocks just to keep up with this little pattern that we have here. And then right in between, or like right underneath where the doorway is, let's switch back to the stripped dark oak log and fill that in. So now we have this little separation between the outside and the inside, just like how we did it here between these different floor types. So now, right here, we're going to start filling in all the floors for like the entrance area of the house. So now here for the floors for all of this space, we're going to be using the spruce stairs, the spruce planks, and the dark oak planks. So we'll start with the spruce planks, and I'll look over here at this side, lined up with this log. I'm going to bring a strip of the spruce planks all the way to that side. Like that. And now let's go ahead and have another strip right here where the front door is. And then another strip right here where the stair is. And then one more strip right here to connect it all together. So you can see now we're left with a square right here. I'm going to go ahead and wrap around some spruce stairs. Just curve them all together. And then in the middle, I just decided to fill this in with some dark oak planks. So we just added a little something here for the floors. So now let's continue with the spruce planks. We'll look on over here first. We'll just go right across this wall here. So just bring it over until you meet up here at the edge. And then we could just bring a strip of the planks all the way over to that wall. So just bring it straight across. We're going to continue filling in all of the space here until we meet up with this pillar. So I actually just start on this side, fill in this right here, and then on the other side of the pillar as well. And now you can see we just have all the remaining space throughout here. And let's also be sure to fill in this strip right here. Just like that. Right here is where the staircase leading up to the second floor is going to be. So switch to the spruce stairs. We're going to place 2 right here next to this pillar. And then the third one I'm going to curve around like that. And now, right above that, working our way up, I'm going to go ahead and do another 2 here. And then another 2. At this layer, I'm going to add 4 blocks of the spruce planks. And then the staircase is going to turn towards the right in that direction. And I'm going to be sure to bring it up by another 3 layers. So we just have this little L-shaped staircase going up right here. Now let's grab the smooth sandstone again and the chiseled sandstone. So we'll start with the smooth. Right behind where we have the curved stair, we're going to work our way in that direction and place 5. Like that. So we just met up with the corner of the house here. Now we're going to bring this out towards the left by 1. We're going to be skipping over these 2 spaces. And let's go ahead and fill in this space and then the one next to it. So now you can see we just left the 2 spaces here. Now on top of all these smooth sandstone blocks, we're going to place a layer of the chiseled. And then after that, back to the smooth. We'll start over here. We want to make sure we're lined up where this stair is. And this is where we're going to be starting the smooth. So you can just place the layer here, here as well. Do another layer on top of this. And then right here, you just want to leave this block empty. So we're just left with 2 spaces here. We're going to be sure to add 1 more layer on top of this. So this is what we're left with. So we have this empty space here and this empty space here, which is where the railing to the staircase is going to be. Let's go ahead and do that now. So we have the dark oak fence and the spruce trapdoor. So we're just going to place the fence on top of these spaces and have the spruce trapdoor on top of that. And then we have this doorway here leading into where the bedroom is going to be. So first, let's grab the stripped dark oak logs. And we're going to have 2 of these on their side right here. We'll go ahead and delete that one. And then right behind it, we're going to have another 2. So it's going to be doubled up. And now, let's grab the smooth sandstone again. And we'll place a layer right there across the top. And then we have the dark oak stairs and the dark oak trapdoors. We're going to shape out this doorway. So we have the stairs at the top. and the trapdoors below those. Let's add the light sources that we're going to have here for this space, so we don't have to keep this temporary light. So make sure you have the lever, the chain, and the lantern. We'll start with the lever. I'm going to place one right here in the corner where this doorway is. Right below that, we'll crouch and have a chain, and then the lantern. And then I'm going to go right next to the front door and do the same thing. So right here in the corner, we have the lever, the chain, and the lantern. So now this should all be fully lit up and looking good. Let's head on into this space next. So like I mentioned before, this is where the bedroom is. So I gathered up the blocks we're going to be using for this space. So it's just all the usual blocks that we already had. Just make sure to have them in your quick access inventory so it makes things a little bit easier. I also have the dark oak stairs here as well. So first, let's start with the stripped dark oak logs. And I'm going to place these on the second block after the edge of this doorway here. So just bring a strip straight across to the other side until we meet up against this wall here. Now let's look at this doorway here, which leads to the back porch. We'll just delete these 2 blocks of the sandstone, replace it with those stripped dark oak logs, and then right in front of that we're going to have another layer of the logs, just like how we did it for this space. And now all the remaining space that you see here, we're going to fill in with the dark oak planks. And now let's start adding all the walls. So we're going to be doubling up the layer in here. So make sure you have these stripped dark oak logs. I'll just start over here at the right side of the doorway. And we're just going to be adding 2 layers of the logs facing straight up and down like that. Do the same over here. Then the same here. Same for this space. And then what we got to do here is remove these first 2 layers around the edge of the window. And right below the window, where the actual glass is, we're just going to have some blocks of the fully covered wood. And then right next to that, we'll have some more of just the regular logs. So it looks like this right around that window. And then we'll have one more right here. And now above that, I'm going to have a layer of the chiseled sandstone. So we'll swap out these 2 blocks of the smooth. And then just all the way around, we'll have that chiseled. And now above that, we'll have 2 more layers of the smooth. And make sure to leave this space open here for this doorway, and don't cover up the space here for this one. Well, actually, we could go across the top right there. But now here, we're going to be sure to swap to the dark oak stairs. And we'll have these upside down at the top for each one of these doorways. And then the dark oak trapdoors below those stairs. So now we have both of these doorways marked out, all complete. We have the walls filled in here for this space. And now we're going to do the actual bedroom itself. Now we're going to be using the spruce trapdoors to divide the bedroom and this space here. So, just right on top of where we already have these logs here for the floor, we're just going to start flipping up some spruce trapdoors, and they're going to be 4 blocks in height. So this side is actually done. We'll head on over to this side and do the same thing. And then we'll go right next to that, add another layer. So we can flip this one up. Well, actually, we'll keep it down, and then we'll crouch and just place 3 more. So let's see. We're going to have to pretty much crouch and try and jump. And there we go. So we have that layer, and now we're going to do it one more time. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. And then we're left with 3 spaces here for the opening to actually access this bedroom. So now, let's switch to the spruce planks. I'm going to go around the outer edge and just fill in some of the floors. And we just want to make sure we're within this extra layer of the wall here, so you don't have to go all the way in. So like that. We got this side as well. And then straight across right here to connect this. And then for this side. And now all the other space in the middle, I'm going to do with the dark oak planks. Now let's fill in the walls here for this space. So we're going to be using the stripped dark oak wood. And we're going to be right here on this layer. So we have a space of the smooth sandstone and then the chiseled. So right here on this layer. And with the wood, I'm just going to bring this straight across. And then where we added the extra layer for the window, we'll be sure to replace that. Right there, so we just have a strip of the wood. And then we have this block we have to replace. This one here. And then this one. Connect it right into there. Do the same thing here. And then this will just be brought straight into the other side. Oh, hang on, that is... There we go. Make sure they're all facing in the same direction. You don't want any that are like that. You can tell it's very noticeable. So make sure they all flow nicely. And now let's finish filling in the remaining space with the sandstone. So I'll start with the smooth. We have these 3 spaces here. We have to grab the chiseled again, fill that in. And then the smooth after that. And then another layer of smooth right here. We have this corner. Got to do the same thing. There we go. Do the same on this side. Alright, so we have all of that filled in for the bedroom. Right above the divider here, I'm going to add some beams. So switch back to these stripped dark oak logs. And I'm just going to go right above, like pretty much lined up where we have these logs on the floor. And just bring this straight across. And instead I'm going to do a second layer right above this. Just like that. Now let's continue with the stripped dark oak logs. And we're going to have a beam going across in the other direction. So it'll be at the same height as the second one. So we could just fill all this in just right here down the middle. So leaving 3 spaces on each side. And then we'll go on the other side and bring it straight across right here. And now with the spruce slabs, we'll go ahead and have one of these on each side right below that beam. We'll do the same for this space as well. And then we'll continue with these slabs. So we'll just go right up against this beam right here. And just bring this straight across. We'll do the same on this side. And then we'll go ahead and just connect it together right here. Do it over here as well. And then go on the other side. And continue this along. Just like that, just a strip going straight across on each side. And this space we have it on each side, but we connected it together on that wall. And now we're going to go up half a space and continue filling in the rest of it right here. Do the same on this side. And then we'll go into this space and do it as well. So now we have this entire space all complete. We just have to do all of the furnishings. So we have the bedroom here. And this is just pretty much like a little hallway, but I did end up adding a desk over here, so it's like a little office space as well. Alright guys, I don't want this video to end up being too long, so I'm going to go ahead and just end it off here. So in the start of part 4, we'll be jumping right on into the kitchen space, and then we'll be doing everything for the second floor, and all of the furnishings. But anyway, if this video did help you, be sure to please leave a like, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in part 4. We'll be finishing the build.